The damage, the tankiness, if I say amazing, this is not giving you back 100% how I satisfied with this build. What's up guys, Pidget here. Our skill choice is Molten Strike. When you hit enemy, it will spawn magma balls, and all the balls can hit the same target if you slowing down the projectile speed. We scaling the projectile numbers up to 5, and we start scaling energy shield. Now we can use an underused unique weapon, Ethereal Edge. You need Resolute Technique Corruption. The easiest way to get this, buy non-corrupted ones, then buy yourself or double corrupt your weapon till you hit this. It's not worth the 5 divine price tag, because players asking that much for it. Don't fall for it, do it by yourself and save currency. Because our main damage type is lightning, we can use a unique amulet to get more damage in the build. Voice of the Storm. Lightning damage with non-critical strikes is lucky. This means every time we damaging an enemy, the game will roll twice and will choose the higher number. This is pretty useful when you have very high damage range, and because with lightning build, our damage range is very big compared to other builds. Because of this amulet we cannot scale crit, we can use a very interesting keystone, Precise Technique. 40% more attack damage if accuracy rating is higher than maximum life. For exchange, we can deal critical strikes. Because we using Chaos Inoculation, our maximum life is 1. This keystone will take effect with 0 effort. Best offense is defense, right? No, that's not how they say. For this build, the defense is one of the biggest multiplier. Where is the almost 14k energy shield is coming from? Let's start with the biggest source. Because we choose Trickster, we have access a really interesting node, Escape Artist. +1 to maximum energy shield per 6 evasion rating on equipped body armor. We need to use a hybrid body armor base to benefit from this even more. You need very high evasion and energy shield roll on the body armor. On mine 2.2k evasion, 470 energy shield. Because of the notable, this chest alone gives us more than 5k energy shield. We also stacking intelligence to get more energy shield. I reached more than 1.1k, which is pretty impressive. Now my favorite part, the charms. Oh boy, I fall in love with the charms. They give us mana as extra maximum energy shield and chance to deal 50% more area damage. Also give us fortify, we will take less damage per fortification stacks. We can easily reach 20 stacks because we hitting many times under a second, so the charms giving us a huge boost of survivability. We can use free curse in our build because using my favorite ring on a team, our curse limit is equal to our maximum power charges. Every character can have free charges, so our curse limit is free. Curses I'm using is the following: Elemental Weakness, Conductivity, Sniper's Mic. Sadly, this league Nimis is very expensive, but if you have the currency, go for it. This will double your damage. We already talked about energy shield. This is one of the biggest source of our survivability. But there is another really important things. On the defensive side, any aspect of the crabs fans out there? If you not use this aura before, this will give us crab barriers every half second, and it will grant physical damage reduction per crab stack. So on this aura gives us 20% physical damage reduction. But when we take a hit, we will lose all the stack. For counter this downside, we will use our very high int to convert evasion rating with evasion and energy shield mastery. So we can free up an aura because we will not use grace this time. Because we choose Trickster, we have access an interesting node, Soul Drinker. This enables us to leech energy shield. Also the leech effect is not removed if our energy shield is maximum. So we can just stand still in almost anything if we can hit a target. Worth to mention here, we have option to take the Ghost River Keystone. But in my testing, this could be annoying to deal boss fights like Ether of Words where you can't hit anything when you need to collect the spheres and you will die because your energy shield is can't recharge, so I'm not using this keystone. You can test it out how you like it. For Uber endgame, you need Elemental Elements immunity. For this reason, we're using Ancestral Vision. Modifiers to chance to suppress spell damage also applies to chance to avoid elemental elements at half of their value, and we get the rest avoid percentage from our boots. I'm very proud and surprised how the build turned out. The damage is out of control. I had to stop deal damage because I want to record how tanky the build is, but we just phasing or killing too fast and the bosses can't do anything meaningful. This is very true on Ether of Words and Shaper. The mapping is also very fast and feels good because the overreach and nothing can stop you. Also, the leap slamming pack to pack is really fast, I think faster than my Pathfinder. I've also done a few very hard invitations like 90% plus quantity. and the bosses just melted. Also there is only one map mode that breaks the build, and that's the cannot be leech. This is our main recovery, so if we disable this, it would be a very hard time. I would like if you hit the like button like the sheeper hitting the adder, so it can start spread to more people. Thank you! Few important things you need in the build. Using a lot of unique items. Let's start with our weapon. Ethereal Edge unique weapon. This weapon has a few important stats that only exclusive to this weapon. First, and the most important part, attack with this weapon have added maximum lightning damage equal to 20% of our maximum energy shield, while also give us tons of energy shield. Also important to mention, you need resolute technique corruption. Otherwise your hit chance will be very low, or you need to cap your accuracy rating with your gear, which is almost impossible for us. Adziri's Reflection unique shield. This gives us tons of energy shield and curse effectiveness and making us to immune to curses. Voices of the Storm unique amulet. Lightning damage with non-critical strikes is lucky, and the anointing on this arcane focus. Anathema unique ring. With this ring we can use free curse in the build, also give us int and a little bit of energy shield. The rares you see in this character I self-crafted most of them, so it would be hard to estimate the cost, but it was not expensive at all. I give you a few tips how to craft this item. All the items was quality up with Hilo, because right now the perfect fossils is very expensive, so this was much cheaper to do. Gloves. Maximum energy shield fractured and spam dance fossil till I hit big percentage energy shield. Then, skillfully slam lightning and fire resistance. Boots. There is two ways to get this. By a fractured int, you can use dance fossils till you hit big energy shield and movement speed. This can take up a long time, or use movement speed essence and spam till you get high energy shield. Both outcome needs to have an open suffix to craft avoid elemental elements. Helmet. Int fracture and use dance fossils till you hit big energy shield. You need an open suffix to craft aspect of the crab. The belt. Buy a hunter base crystal belt, use attributes catalyst, then use int essences till you hit percentage attributes. Try to aim tier 1. Ring. This one I just bought it. You need life, energy shield, int and strength. Body armor. This one I just bought it, but you can start with high evasion and energy shield fracture and use dance fossil till you hit around 2k evasion rating and big energy shield. You could start with suppression fracture, then cap your suppression with your chest, and you can drop the spellbreaker and use something else. Flasks we using is a sapphire, topaz and a ruby flask. You need the following mods on the flask. The order doesn't matter. Only one mod needs to be present on all of the flasks. Increase charge recovery or reduce charge use. You need to check the POB for your flask uptime. It needs to be 100%. When you crafting your flask, pay attention, because there is a hybrid mod that also gives us charge recovery, but you will get less flask effect. Pantheons we using. Major, Soul of Solaris for bossing. You also need to upgrade this. If you just doing maps, Soul of Lunaris. Minor, Soul of Tukohama. Bandits, 2 passive point. I just want to highlight a few things on the passive tree that you need for the build. Using free 8 passive class surgery with Feed the Fury and Martial Proves. When you buying this, check the notable orders, because we don't use the third notable, and you can get different orders, and you can't take what you need. We using 2 more of these Javel, here and here, using a free passive small cluster Javel with increased effect, int and energy shield. I just alteration spam till I got this. Using 5 unique Javel in the build, Fertile Mind Javel and Visocatting here to convert our dexterity to intelligence, a Watcherai with increased attack damage when affected by precision, and maximum mana as extra energy shield when affected by clarity. Brutal Restraint Timeless Javel with this line, denotes service of Dekhara in the Akhara of Balbala. This will give you the Traitor Keystone. Ancestral Vision, modifiers to chance to suppress spell damage, also applies to chance to avoid elemental ailments at half of their value. Using that which was taken unique Javel with maximum mana as extra energy shield, and we have chance to gain endurance charge when we take a hit. Exposure also lowering the resistance even more. The rest of the Javels is rare with huge amount of int and energy shield. Also using a single Javel with corrupted blood immunity. Charms we using maximum mana as extra energy shield, and hits have chance to deal more area damage. I'm using 2 of these. Third one, elemental penetration, and melee hits have chance to fortify you. We taking Trickster as our Ascendancy. In your first lap, Take one step ahead. This will increase your action speed, so you will move faster and throw traps faster. I don't allocate it in the endgame, neither here, because I'm only used while leveling with explosive trap. With taking escape artist, this is why we can use high evasion and energy shield body armor, and it will give us a huge amount of energy shield. Taking soldering, you have overreach now. Spellbreaker, this will help us to cap the suppression, and we also taking less damage from the spells while at maximum energy shield. Polymath, you will get more damage and get back life, mana and energy shield on kill. Gem and Gemini, starting with our main link in our body armor, Molten Strike, Awakened Elemental damage with attacks, Multi-Strike, Energy Leech, Solar Projectiles, and Volatility. In our gloves or curse setup, Elemental Weakness, Sniper's Mark, and Conductivity. We're applying these three curses with Arcanist brand. In our boots or guard skill, we also putting the in our boots or guard skill, Steel Skin, we putting Steel Skin on left click, Clarity, level 1, Blood and Sand. When you're using Blood and Sand, you need to be at Blood stance. In our shield, Ancestral Protector, Smite, and Increased Duration. In our weapon, Faster Attacks, Leaf Slam, and Precision, level 1. In our helmet or aura setup, Discipline, Summon Skitterbots, Enlighten level 3, and Arctic Armor. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any question, please leave a comment below. Also, I would like to say thank you to my Patreons for supporting me. Thanks again guys. Thanks for watching. I was Bridget. See you next time.